baby. What's up, Cleveland? Boom, boom, bop. Let's do this thing. Oh, yeah. Wowza. Wowza, wowza, wowza. I missed some folks in the chat. Davey, Big Bicep Brandon, Dead Man Steely. Howdy, y'all. That was a wild hour. There's an emotion-filled exploration to discover this glass man. Oh, that was fun.
I'm out of the void.
Welcome back. You were shredding.
Dude, I think some of the best playing I've done in a while, like for one of these.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Any moments I liked.
Yeah, I got the full recording too.
Nice.
And I like, a big thing why I switched away from the like Square is just like, if we're going to be doing this digitally, and then now that we know that I can hide the all the settings, it's just like, it is a visual experience. It's got to fill the whole screen. And so I feel like it makes it so much better. Like that time-lapse video. Yeah, with the audio, just like full immersion. And then I can picture that like on like a projector in a dim room, and then like us shredding. Oh yeah.
Let me hop onto the Twitch so I can see the chat too.
It was just a couple little things. One of them was a bot, but
nice.
Some folks from the King Shit Lucky Discord, they came through.
Yeah.
And then
I definitely know at least one of the people in the chat. So.
Oh, heck yeah. So we both got some people who came and slid through. I mean, if we keep it up, every Wednesday, I'm sure more and more people will come. Yeah, that was a really good one. I didn't check YouTube. I forgot that I'm on the whole restream thing. So we might actually have the whole thing just already saved if it actually streamed to my channel. It is. So we just have it on YouTube already, so we can just share that link right immediately.
Right. I mean, yeah, if you want to send me the video, I can also like get the audio like crisp if that helps, but no big deal if it's not a huge concern.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could do both.
Right. Yeah, I'm so thrilled with how I didn't get in my head too much. I got into a lot of spots that I really liked. Yeah, I just ended up having a good night of like feeling like I paced well, feeling like I got a lot of cool sounds.
Yeah, it was super satisfying across the board.
I got so emotional on that one part too. It was like there was a part that was like I was playing with like my thumb or my middle finger, so it's not gonna sound the same. But like I was going like.
I can't hear that now if you're doing it.
All right. I'm sorry. It was where I started hitting like all these like simple chords towards like the back end.
Yes.
It was like kind of quiet, and I had that like little twinkly thing kind of running a little bit in the high end, but really quiet. And then I just had this like simple. After all this like weird shit, I had this very simple, kind of quiet, very like simple like rising chord progression that just I don't know, like it just made me feel so like emotionally cathartic. And I felt great.
Yeah, I was also... this one was more... there was less of a narrative and more of feelings. And I feel like we were both kind of in that place. And then, like, some of the things I wrote were in reflection to the general feelings. Like, so my psyche is as fragile as my skin was just like, I have this kind of like weird glass man. And so I just thought that was a fun phrase that like skin cuts easy, glass breaks easy, the brain's right underneath the skin. Um, but and then like I think this one's titled Fragile. Maybe I don't know. Like it kind of the words kind of came in and out, which is
Right.
fun. Or just Raving Rabbit's Glass Man, if we're trying to be even funny. Unintentional Raving Rabbit's mouth. Yeah, I felt the same. Like, I thought what was interesting too, from my perspective of drawing, and like once I got this like basic shape of the like, oh yeah, I'll just do a figure. Um, I You can use these clipping masks to like ensure that you're always referring to the same shape, or you can like the outline drawing that I have of this blue, you can like click and you can click reference, so then you're basically limiting yourself to that space in some capacities on like a different layer. And I
Okay.
found that it was really cool because I could if you were rising in emotion and I felt like I was in tune with that, like some of the more aggressive parts where I started like adding meat to him, like it doesn't have to be forever, because then you can just like play with the opacities and you can kind of come back and
Right.
forth. And I really like that too, because we had talked about before, like the visual transitions also is an instrument, like the
Right.
changing of the layers. And so I was like thinking about that a little bit more.
Right.
um and yeah, I just thought this one was like a really good culmination of stuff.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's like interesting, and maybe this is what you're kind of already saying, is like there's this whole ability to kind of like with the visual layers, like you can be kind of cinematic about it. Like I saw you like changing like the color or moving the texture thing, and like that's not necessarily like adding to the canvas. And then like what you're talking about is like you can draw something, and like in the old days of like the physical, like using a lot of like the charcoals and stuff, like you could just draw over it or blur it or push it back. But I think it's interesting here that like you're talking about changing the opacities or the size or even the layering. Like you can kind of push something in where like, hey, if you put an opacity on 15%, that thing exists, but it exists in such a haze of a memory that only someone who saw it like knows it's there to look at it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah.
then you have the same thing with the music, right? Then you have the element of viewership where like someone's favorite moment might have been just not the end, right? It could have
Right.
just been like somewhere in the middle. I really like that idea.
Yeah, they exist in time, which is cool. I love time. The passage of.
The passage
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah, dude, that just came out so great.
Yeah, we did awesome on this one.
Yo, Scribs, forcing, please. Is forcing this guy?
Um, I don't know. If I Google that, I wonder what happens. I am. It looks like Forsen is a Twitch streamer as well.
Okay.
Forsen, please. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there's like a dance sticker.
Okay.
So,
Very
so I'm
cool.
guessing someone's saying that they're doing the dance.
Heck
Man,
yeah.
I feel old every time I don't understand anything on the internet.
Hey, we got a lot to learn. If we start streaming once a week, I bet we will learn all of the
Some
things yet again.
I
Uh,
am CJB underscore. Hell yeah, thanks for being here.
yeah. Thanks.
Dav
Thanks to
to
everybody who's tuned in.
Dav Tui. Dav Tui. Thank you for being here.
Dave.
Like Brandon.
I,
Hey,
I think Davy. That's how I, you know, Dav to
Gunner,
Y
Jeanette
Davy.
Steele is the lady who did Friends, the
Oh,
the the artwork.
heck yeah! That art turned out incredible.
So good. So good. Yeah. Um
Yeah, I wonder if I don't think I missed anything on YouTube. We probably. Hey, we got a little like and a viewer there too. Yeah, I forgot to pull up my restream platform so I could see all the chats at once. Still getting back into the things. I have a stream deck and I've only used it during Lethal Company just to play audio sound bits to scare people. So
Okay.
I can also set that up to for funnies when we're streaming and hanging out, but it's just a matter of getting back into the swing, you know? The swang.
Oh, letting it swing.
Just let it swing.
Just gotta let it swing, you know?
You just gotta, well, you gotta ask it if it wants to swing first.
Hey, Mr. Thing, do you wanna swing?
Uh, oh
Yeah.
man.
I
Yeah.
feel I feel I feel good. I was surprised. I honestly was kind of nervous coming into playing today because I was like, I'm so tired that I was like, am I just gonna play like shit and then feel bad? Then it was just like I got into flow and I was just like, nice. My brain's doing it.
That's a good
Thinking
brain.
is overrated. Let the monkey take over.
Thinking is overrated. That you can. I'm pretty sure Einstein is the first person to ever say that.
I spent so much in school learning how to think, and that was good. School's good. I'm not gonna hate on school. Love school. Take that, school haters.
Yeah, look, I got a chalkboard now. School haters. That sounds a little too close to the other one. Um, the bad one. You know,
School hater?
yeah. There's typically when there's a phrase that's attached to school something. Uh, you know, why is it that why do we have to ruin school? You know,
Yeah,
like
there's the school haters to the nth degree. But we should not talk about that because of obvious reasons. Uh,
yes. I can publicly say this. I'm pretty sure. Alex Jones is a stinky poo poo stinky.
I hate him.
He can't sue me for that.
On strange and intolerable bald men. I'm shocked that I was thinking about it today. How's Joe Rogan not done a collaboration with Rogaine? Like Rogaine, he's bald. Come on, that's got to be like a win-win, right?
On Solana, the cryptocurrency, there were a couple shit coins called Joe Rogan. I don't know if they went anywhere,
Did he
but
have hair in the coin?
I believe so. I think it was it was like one of those early pictures of Joe Rogan.
Oh no, I'm imagining it funnier if it's like it's called Joe Rogaine and they just photoshopped hairstyles on it, and that's like the way it's in the coin. It's the same picture of him with different terrible hairstyles.
Yeah, so he's got like the pompadour. Yeah, the only thing I know about Joe Rogan, um, is he's got them long nips.
Does he have long nipples?
He does.
Have you ever seen the old like episodes of Fear Factor?
Yeah, I loved that show.
I, I, I didn't realize you were drawing him with hair. Um,
He kind of
What was
looks
it?
like Alex Jones, not Joe Rogan, but those
What
see
was
they're not nipples though. Twitch, they're censored blocks. See?
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me switch to crisp audio so that way the give the people what they deserve. Hold on. Um, I don't know why I said that, and then I'm like jiggling my things. Okay, so um, Joe Rogan,
He's got
the
like
old Fear Factor episodes, like the old. It was crazy to me is that the old Fear Factor stuff, like the very first episode I watched, like I think it's season 1, episode 1, they like drag people behind like a car in the mud, and like someone has to go to the hospital and drop out like immediately. Like it's like the third guy in the first challenge like gets hospitalized, and they're like, oh shit, I guess we didn't really plan that. Like we didn't think about. Which is insane to me because it's like I guess like there's some part of me that thinks like okay it's TV, they have to like get permissions for things or something, but I mean yeah, I guess not, right? Um
uh Yeah, I feel like they just had everyone sign waivers, and then everyone kind of didn't read through the fine print because they were like, chance to win $1 million, and like
Yeah.
that's America, right? It's at least modern America. It's just like everyone will do anything for money, which I get. Like I'll do anything for money. Like show them to me, show me the toes. I'll show like whatever you need. I'm ready. Um.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can.
Cool. I wanted to switch to my mic. Is it better now? Is the level okay?
Yeah, it's way crispier.
Oh yeah, I switched my
you,
webcam mic.
you sound like a human being now.
Oh yeah. Well, I switched my webcam mic to my like I'm doing the YouTuber holding a mic in front of my face thing.
Hell yeah. I honestly, that's like most of the content I watch these days is like,
Video essays.
yeah. And just, or like, I watch a lot of Cody Co with Joy. So just like, or like,
How do you spell Co? Is it Ko or is it?
yeah. He's in the Tiny Meat Gang. You ever heard of that podcast? It's him and Noel Miller, and then Noel.
That's about someone who eats small steaks, right?
Yes, yeah. It's the carnivore diet for small people. Well,
Very
that's
portion controlled carnivore diet.
yeah. It's not. Yeah, it's not necessarily a height thing. It's for someone who wants to be small. You know, if you eat tiny steaks, you shrink.
Okay. I have to say my YouTube algorithm has been doing me dirty lately. I hate it. I hate everything I see. The last YouTuber I really got into is like I finally went back and like watched all of Jacob Geller's stuff and I liked it. But like I don't know, I'm subscribed to too many things that I like things that like I in theory like some of the content they make, but I don't actually want to see all the time. And I don't know.
Oh,
I really
wait.
only want to watch like
You keep
Big
going.
Joel,
Big Joel.
Philosophy Tube, and I guess Jacob Geller now. I feel like one of the things that's annoying to me is that I think like there's a whole bunch of YouTube video essays I do like, but also like at some point on YouTube just like hashtag more content got to be very like big. And so like there's just like videos just getting long. Like there's just like long videos and I'm okay with like a big hunkin' thing if it feels like it's like focused and it has like a reason to be long. But I also feel like there's so many videos that are just very long for no reason. And besides like long be good. And it's weird, you know, because like people wouldn't want to watch like a bad PowerPoint presentation in school. They'd be like, oh, that's so boring. But like also like now a lot of YouTube video essays are like kind of long and poorly written, poorly narrated content about stuff. So I'll be like, oh, this actually sounds really interesting. I would love to watch a... Hold on, I'm going to go through my things. Because I'll click on the thing and be like, this sounds like an interesting topic. And then I'll be like, oh no, it's just like some guy who's got like a script that's 80% filler words, you know? I will take no questions. I will
Just
defend my point 0 bit.
Chat GPT video essay mode.
Yeah, like, okay, so, like, I was trying to watch... There's a video called The Problem with Adam Savage's Favorite Pencil, and it's Adam Savage, like, talking about, like, something with his pencil, but I got, like, 3 or 4 minutes into it, and he's still just saying nothing. And so it's like... Okay.
Are you sure you didn't stumble upon a new genre of content? Which is people making fake
No, it was actually
video
Adam
essays.
Savage. He just, like, turned the camera on and, like... I don't know. And maybe he gets to a point, but I'm like, well, why didn't...
Get to the point, Adam Savage.
I saw something called the least populated part of the U.S., and I'm like, okay, that sounds like interesting content, like interesting thing to learn about.
Did they teach you?
Again, like 3 minutes in, I'm just like, I still don't feel like I've heard any... I don't feel like I should get 3 minutes into a video essay and not hear like a thesis or something, you know? It's like...
Yeah, shouldn't the first thing be the
Right.
thesis. Like, hello, my name is Gerald. This is my thesis.
Right. I mean, I'm okay if there's a little bit of a build up, but yeah, if I'm reading like a paper and the paper I'm like 6 pages in and they still haven't said their main claim, or they haven't like really like told me what it's gonna explore, and if for some reason why that's interesting, I'm like, well, look, this is just like I don't have any confidence it's gonna get better if most of this has been nothing too, you know?
I have to inform you. You said you said 6 minutes, so I have to say rap god. It's just it's kind of a law, a human
Yeah,
law.
God. First 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Is that is the first 6 minutes like is, is that the YouTube short version of 60 minutes?
yes, that is, yeah. But they say nothing and they say, like and subscribe at the end.
Well,
Love YouTube. It's it goes through phases. Like any I consider YouTube to be my proverbial
father.
third parent. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
I'm pretty sure YouTube taught me how to shave and tie a tie, so it's,
Yes. I mean, I think YouTube is teaching most people, and then I would say now for anyone who's a Chat GPT stan, that's what's going to be teaching most people. And so yeah, our parents aren't even biological anymore. They're just
that's like gonna be a generational thing that like so I've used ChatGPT. I've used it for like data organization at work. So I'm not like a total like have my suspenders on, my pants are touching my belly button kind of old man right now. But I think that like so like I would say that Google and for me especially YouTube, like I know how to search for a question I want and find the answer.
I
And
know
me,
how to search.
I mean, yes, I promise I'm going somewhere here. I feel like with something like ChatGPT, like my first thought would be like, well, why would you even bother asking? Because I feel like you have to filter through and then also know whether or not it's wrong, But like someone who's like growing up using it a lot, I guess, is gonna have a better sense of like how to search or how to use it than I do now.
Yeah, like the movie Her.
I haven't seen it. I don't watch any movies with prepositions in the title. That's not a preposition. What am I talking about? No pronouns in the titles. No pronouns. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not hating on pronouns, but we're not doing pronouns in titles. You got to be more specific. It's not the political issue.
Yeah, I was gonna say prepositions, man.
Specificity. Who is she? Her.
Her. Who her? Am
I don't
her?
watch her. And I don't watch it. Those are the two movies I won't watch per my rule.
He-Man. Not about it.
Yeah, He-Man. That's at least a little bit more specific. We know.
Because He-Man.
Well, He-Man, it's not He-Boy. He young adult, He-Man,
Yeah.
Is He-Man even a...
Yeah, so you watch Teenage Wolf then, under those circumstances. There's enough of a descriptor.
Yes. I haven't, but I would.
Yeah, well,
Very
this is
descriptive age and content, yes. Like the old man and the sea. Wow, it's got so much information. Old man, locations, the sea, perfect.
Speaking of old boy, that was a hell of a film.
Old boy, I don't know Old Boy.
Oh, you should watch it. It'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I'm gonna recommend to everyone in the chat. There's a movie called Victoria by Hans Schipper. I think it's Hans Schipper. The director's last name is definitely Schipper. Schipper.
You said PP.
The movie's called Victoria. It's a one-shot film, and it's very like anxious. So if you're don't watch an anxious movie person, don't watch it. But if that sounds like a good time, it's like really stressful but like beautifully done.
Uncut Gems.
But it's not quite the same. Like Uncut Gems, I've heard is very painful. This one's like tense and bad, but like it's got enough beauty to it that it feels like less polarizing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's a one-cut film. And they do a really good job of making you feel like it's not like the typical thing for one cut film, like The Rope or whatever. It's like it's all more or less in one location, and there's like all more or less one costume. Um, but Victoria, like they find natural ways to get people to like change locations and to change outfits, and they find ways to get it to like they move probably in real life a surprisingly small amount of locations, but it feels like they really travel around the city because of the way they like get different types of locations, and they film the movie like right as like night becomes day, so it feels like there's a lot of time that's passed because like the literal outside, it's just incredible. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen, probably technically the most insane movie I've ever seen executed. And I would tell you to as soon as we're done doing this, you should go rent that movie, watch it, but don't look up anything. Like don't unless you're like a person who's like really an anxious movie is gonna just mess you up. But don't look up anything. Just watch Victoria by Hans. It's by Schipper. The last name of the director's Schipper. You will not regret it. And if you do, there's something wrong with your soul. Okay, that's my soapbox. I'm gonna get down now.
It's a good soapbox. I mean, I have to watch it now.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I will watch it with you, if you want to wait and watch it together.
Yeah, we should do that.
Ugh. My friend Justin in New York showed me this movie, and ever since then it's like that. And did you watch the Kaufman, the I'm Thinking of Ending Things?
Yes. Yes.
I thought that movie was phenomenal. Obviously very weird, but
very weird movie.
I'm reading the book now because I like the movie a lot.
Yeah, Joy was a very big fan of that movie, and so we watched it.
Did you go see Beau is Afraid too?
We haven't seen it yet. No.
It's hard, but I thought it was very good, like very satisfying. But it's like you're in for a weird, like avant-garde film experience, and for me in a good way. But it is like, how sometimes like an avant-garde, like, I don't know, because I guess art you kind of can just like leave whenever you want. But like for music, sometimes it's like incredibly rewarding, very satisfying to have gone, but also during it can be kind of taxing. It's like when you go for a nice long run. Sometimes it sucks, but also it's all good,
Yeah.
It's sort of that.
Yeah.
I would say it's like that.
Yeah, the pain of the temporary is just it doesn't actually, the goodness outweighs that entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I do love though about like I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I think like in the same way that like The Room is a so bad it's good movie, that like pacing kind of makes it still feel fun because it's just such a weird and kind of quick paced movie. I think I'm Thinking of Ending Things like not so bad it's good. It's quite so good. But it is interesting to me that it's like, I think because of the way the pacing and the tension kind of happens is that like, I feel like if you're unsatisfied, you're really only unsatisfied at the very end. If you were like wanting it to be like a cleaner wrap up. But yeah.
One other thing real quick. What's interesting about finding a distinct shape in these pieces is you can do something like this too, where we finished the stream, but then I can like maybe leave a tiny little sliver of this like thing in the corner here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That is cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's just
or you can, like throw up stuff.
Yeah. But like if I do this and then I just like blur it a little bit.
No,
yeah,
I see. I like that.
You see it. You're with it.
I know how math works. This is math, right?
Yeah. That math checks out.
Oh,
but
what a snack.
On that note, yeah, I'm gonna wind down for the night. This was a really, really good one.
This was a good one.
We'll be back again next Wednesday. Between 9 and 10. If we start earlier, woo. If we don't, that's okay. Sometime on Wednesday, we will be doing this.
We'll be online sometime eventually.
Yeah.
The ether. Okay.
Yeah. I think
Much
it's
love
just
to you.
better that way.
Yeah.
What I could start doing too, though, is, if we can find like a close to the time when we're starting, and then while we're setting up, I can do the starting soon stream thing, so people can
Right.
kind of funnel in and get ready. Since
Right.
it is more of like we're going to sit down for an hour or so, and it's kind of experience.
I agree.
But I love you, Kyle.
Love you too, buddy.
Love all the folks who stop by, check out our wacky stuff, and then that goes for anyone who watches us in the future.
Yes.
Bye.